we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's got a man complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
The kick by Crosby is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. That was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never get those back, but there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. It's Eckler again, and he is going to lose yardage here. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. On the move past the 40. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Steps away to his left. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. This will be caught at about the 5. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Herbert. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Open man, here is Cobb. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, Rodgers. He's going to get this one complete here to Cobb. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now, and 10 apiece as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Herbert off of play action. Rolling to his right. And this is caught by Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Dancing to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaud.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 45 yards. And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Rodgers will throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. Past the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chargers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. If you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach told me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
They'll go again to Jones.
And he's got it down to the 28.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Up the middle with Eckler. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That's caught right side by Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Herbert throwing again. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. That's complete to Cobb. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession.